Okay, Valerie, how do
Yes.
you prepare yourself for exam?
For exam, maybe a week before the test begin, I will be going to review all the subjects. Then, if on Monday the test will be like English or maybe English and Mandarin, I will review the notebook, exercise, and also the homework. From there, I can know the maybe what is going to be in the test. Then sometimes I will refresh my mind first before studying. Maybe like I will listen to the music or maybe eat some snacks or drink some juice to relax my brain.
Okay, the same question for you. How do you prepare yourself for exam?
Uh, this is so a day before the exam starts. I usually studies every lesson, but not very much. I don't study the lesson very much. So in the past, I don't usually study very much. So in the past, I got bad grades and I'm grounded. But for now, uh, I am convinced to study more, so I get good grades. And a week before the exam, I study. I studies a bit of the lessons, so I can understand what the point of the exam is.
All right, the same question. How do you prepare yourself for exams?
Mm, what's that?
How do you prepare yourself for exam?
I will study at night before one day of the exam and try to memorize it by the read it again and again. After that, uh, at morning before go to school to do exam, I will read it again to memorize it and make sure I memorize it. Usually, 1 month before the exam, I I write the
Well, the question for you, how do you prepare yourself for exam?
When it was about to exam, I usually didn't study because the exam is alliteration, so it is quite easy for us to answer it and get a high score. But if I really want to study, I will use the flashcard method. It is a method where we use some kind of cards that we write the information in it. Then we try to practice and say that what we remember. Then we check it out to see that if our answers that we say is the same as the flashcard or not. So why did I use the flashcard method? Because we can practice it repeatedly and we can review it when there's an exam coming. That's all for today. Thank you.
All right, the same question for you, Jocelyn. How do you prepare yourself for exam?
So yesterday I have an exam, a math exam, and it was really hard, but I try my best. I don't get a bad score too. So yesterday
maybe 2 days ago I studied really hard, but I can't do it because like the calculation is hard. But I asked my friend to do it because I don't really understand. So she explained it to me. I had enough of this, I say to myself. But I keep going and going, and it was not a problem at all. I mean, maths is kind of fun, but it's really hard at the same time. But my maths teacher said, when you try your best, you can do it. If you remember the calculation, how to calculation it, I, I think you can do it. So I do the exam, and I pass the exam. So
So, how do you prepare yourself for exam?
Usually, I will study 1 day before exam, and for my method, I usually study at night because it can active my brain and I can understand more. And then I will read my book and notebook, and then I will remark that keyword that can make me remember all of the materials. So in the morning, I will make a review so I can remember it again. And I will do my best for my exam, and then I will get the best score.
What about you, Jolene? How do you prepare yourself for exam?
Before 1 day before exam, I will reading and rewrite all the question, and I will write the answer in the question that I have made. And I will tell my mom to I will tell my mom to ask me some question in my notebook so I can remember it and I can do the exam tomorrow. So,
The same question. Um, how do you prepare yourself for exam?
Usually before exam, I will study the material from the exam that the teacher gives to us, and then I will write a little notes to remember it, so I don't get confused when I was doing the exam. After that, I will reading the books maybe it's like 2 or 3 times so um, I can memorize the material and I can pass the exam.
So, the question for you: how do you prepare yourself for exam?
So I usually for school exam I studied 1 day before the exam. But for the serious exam I have studied for like a year or a month before the test, such as Olympiad or the other exam or national exam. That's it.
Okay, what about you? How do you prepare How do you prepare yourself for exam?
I usually study some day before the exam, but after I study the topic, I usually will having some question by WH question or wherever is it for me, so I can get some answer maybe for the exam. And because of that, I usually get a higher score after I use a WH question method. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, My question here is, how do you prepare yourself for exam?
Oh, I prepare my exam. I do it, of course, study from book, or maybe I study from my teacher that my teacher give me in my school. After that, after I study from my book, maybe I can watch from YouTube or maybe some video that can help me more.
Thank you. This one, Sky, right? So, Joe, Renan, Jason, how do you prepare yourself for exam?
I prepare my exam by reading the book first, and at my school, I want to understand what my teacher tell me to memorize it all. I will practice it at my text that the teacher give me to do. So that can help me when I do my exam. On that.
Evan, how do you prepare yourself for exam?
Things that I will do to prepare myself for exam. The first, I will study hard and repeat the the exercise that teacher already give. The second one, I will put away my phone from me, because if the phone there with me, I will just see the phone, not study. The third one, I will sleep early, because when I sleep early, my brain at tomorrow will be very nice. The fourth one, I will drink and eat a lot, because when I drink and eat a lot of food and water, I can more semangat.
I can be more spirit,
I can be more spirit to do the exam quickly.
and I can be more spirit. I can be more excited, maybe.
I can be more excited to do my exam quickly and put all the answer nice.
Thank you. So, what about you? How do you prepare your exam, Cornelius?
Uh, I think when the teacher teach, I will write in a note the things that important to me, and that I think will uh, teacher give in the question in the test. After that, I will review my notebook and my exercise book that teacher have gives to us, and then I will put I turn off my phone and put far away from me, so that I can focus in my test and understand our every lesson that will be uh, test. After that, I don't just study when tomorrow have test, but I study every day, so that I can prepare that more sure about that. After that, before the exam start, I will pray to God, and then I can get my best score.
Well, what about you? How do you prepare yourself for? How do you prepare yourself for exam?
So for exam preparation, I usually study a week before the exam. I usually make the new notes because the old note, some sentences I cannot understand. So when I make the new note, I will more understand the lesson.
I understand more.
Yeah, about the lesson. And then if I still cannot understand the lesson, I will watch the video on YouTube to give that can give me more information about the lesson. So I will make sure that I can master lesson, really master the lesson by reading the lesson. And then, of course, healthiness is needed for the exam. So I will drink much water for preparation, of course. And then I will pray to the God for the healthiness. And then I hope that I can answer the question easier.
What's your name?
Kelly.
Kelly. How do you prepare? How do you prepare yourself for exam?
So I prepare the exam. I take some paper or take some book to write the what I
Mm.
exam letter, and I
Mm.
read again, and I will remember to the what I want to study.
Mm.
So before I study, I charge my phone because my phone is slow, and I study for 2 hours.
Mhm.
So so the so what I write I take and remember for exam that I can do it.
Thank you. How do you prepare yourself? How do you prepare yourself for exam?
I usually take a note and what write the answer for 3 times, and after that I usually read it or memorize it until I remember. If there is some of question that I don't know, I will ask my friend or Google for the explanation. And before exam, I will study for a week.
Very good, Vicky.